Okay, so if you guys know me, you guys know I kind of collect Scion XBs. By collect, I have 3. This one is getting drivetrain swaps on motor and trans from this one's coming onto this one. This one will part out. We're probably gonna keep the Corvette wheels, and that's my daily back there. Mind you, the daily is the first one I got, and I got it back in January. So it's only been like 5-6 months since I started with XBs. Now, since last time that you guys seen this, it was not like this. It was way lowered. It had Tesla wheels, had music, had the whole shebang done to it. Now, if this is your first time watching the channel, this is a 2012 Scion XB automatic, just a base model. When I got it, it only had 105,000 miles. I drove it for around 5 months, and it's about 111. So about 6,000 miles I've put on it. Biggest issues on it is it's a rebuilt title, so it was previously crashed on this end. So the bumper doesn't line up because it's missing a bracket here, and then it just has paint issues on it. Other than that, super good. Now, I say it's a sad video because we're getting rid of it, and it's my daily. Okay, so we're gonna get another running and driving car. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. Essentially, the guy I'm trading with wanted the car fully stock. Now, it's running mismatched rims, but he's only gonna take the CRV wheels. I'm keeping these Veloster wheels. The only thing I did leave on here is essentially the head unit, because I don't have an OEM one. I just have aftermarket ones, and the other ones I have, you have to like cut and wire everything. This was just plug and play. So I left that on there. The coilovers are obviously still on there. I don't have stock suspension. All 3 of these have the exact same coilovers, so I just left the coilovers on there. And then other than that, the car is super healthy. It has all brand new suspension, tie rods, ball joints, axles, lowers, everything I did to this. It's A1. Literally never left me stranded, and I drive an hour to and from my house every other day, so no complaints. Now, I'm not too sure if I'll record once I'm meeting up with the guy and he's checking out the vehicle. I do want it to just be like a casual interaction. You know, some people don't like being recorded, and that's perfectly fine. All right, so fuck the speech. Let's get to showing you guys the new car. Let's go.
I'm like this sober, I don't never even get tipsy. When they come to niggas, bitches, I done fuck plenty. When they come to broke hoes, I ain't touch any. I'm a strictly ass.
All right, now this is my new to me Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider with a manual transmission. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of details on the Eclipse. It's 2007, it's a Spider, and it's a GS, not a GT, so essentially it's a 4-cylinder, not a V6. It did come with a manual transmission, which actually ships fucking great. There's no grinds or pops, which is amazing. 113,000 original miles on the actual engine that's never been replaced. The timing has been done, water pump has been done. A lot of stuff that's been done to the Eclipse, and it drives pretty good. Needs new suspension, but I'm not really too worried about that because we're gonna get coilovers pretty soon. And yeah, the only other problem is that it has a leak, and I'm pretty sure it's coming through the valve cover. If not, it might just be through the transmission case, which I'm gonna check out and figure it out. So yeah, we've had the car about 2 days now. I haven't recorded anything on it because I just wanted to get it registered and make sure that everything was good on that end before I actually started modifying it or doing anything. It does need a deep clean, a deep vacuum, because they lived in like the middle of nowhere, and yeah, there's just a bunch of like wood chips and like dirt and shit. So we're gonna clean that out. So today I actually woke up early and drove about an hour from me to get some stuff for the Eclipse. Found a guy that was parting his out, and I was actually able to get a couple stuff that I want. So let's show you guys what I got. All right, so first thing we got is an exhaust and a cold air intake. I bought a bunch of gaskets for the car, so we're gonna be swapping a lot of them out. We're gonna put the cold air intake on, put the exhaust on, and then I need to swap out a speed sensor for the rear tire. All right, so I'm currently swapping out the rear left speed sensor, and with just my luck, the bolt snapped. So I already drilled it out, as you could see, but this bolt snapped, and then the cable goes through here. It's held on to here, the upper control arm. That one's still on, but it's about to snap. There's a bolt here that snapped, and a bolt there that snapped. So currently I have 2. I lost the third one, but yeah, just by luck, I get a rusty piece of shit. This is why you should never trade your car. The fucking box was doing good, man. It was doing good. But let's not let this shit discourage us. Let's get this done. The way the speed sensor went, I do hope that the rest of the car goes smoothly. I put WD-40 on all the bolts that I'm gonna be taking out and playing with. All right, now we just gotta take off this whole entire intake thing. All right, so now we're going to put the new one. It's a DC Sports intake, and it's made for this Mitsubishi, so let's get it put on. Alright, so the intake is in. I am just putting this piece of plastic back in. That way when I'm driving, water isn't getting into the intake. Obviously, you don't want water into your intake. But as you can see, there is a fat oil leak. I have been parked here for about 3 hours, and that is the puddle I have. So we need to figure out where it's coming from. Alright, so I laid out the exhaust, how it's gonna go. I'm gonna start trying to remove it. I'm pretty sure all the bolts are rusted, so they might take a little persuasion and a lot of WD-40. I might need a new can. Alright guys, so we finished the exhaust, and now we're gonna take it for a spin. Hello clapped Honda.